walked into a hotel room to find naked bodies writhing everywhere and drugs and alcohol flowing freely. Her boys, as she called them, were more than just friends, almost family, and the excesses of alcohol, drugs, and women crawling over one another for a chance to be with a member of a band, to do anything for him, had nearly destroyed their minds and their lives. Most of the band members lost families to that lifestyle. It hadn't taken Joley long to become disgusted with the way they were all living. She'd walked out, turning her back on music, on the band, on fame. They knew it was her voice that had taken them to the top, and without her, the band would topple quickly. In the end, her manager and the band members had convinced her they would set rules and abide by them. Joley knew she couldn't dictate to the band, but she could establish guidelines she could live with. She didn't ever pretend not to have a wild streak, but that didn't include illegal substances or sexual orgies. And it certainly didn't include underage boys or girls performing sexual favors and getting totally wasted with her band. The terms had been agreed to, and Joley rarely went to parties other than with the band immediately afterward, and she never went where someone might be providing all the things she'd most objected to. Until now. Until tonight. Why do you suppose these women feel the need to service bands? What do they really get out of it, Steve? She asked her driver. Because I don't understand. They line up to give the band, and even the roadies, blowjobs, actually stand in line in the halls, hoping to get the chance. They don't really care if anyone knows their name. I don't know, Joley. I don't really understand half of what people do, or why they do it. The guards pushed the crowds back to make room so the car could approach the high, wrought-iron gates. All of the guards were carrying guns, and not just polite police-issue handguns beneath smooth jackets, either. Those were semi-automatic weapons, cradled in their beefy arms, right out in the open, like in some gangster film. Joley's stomach lurched as she observed the guards through the tinted glass. These weren't rented security. These men were the real deal. Professionals, every last one of them. They didn't wear boredom on their faces. They wore masks, and their eyes were flat and cold. She knew if she were to reach out and touch one of them, even lightly, she'd feel the chill of death. Her cell phone went off, interrupting her train of thought. Flipping it open with a little grimace, she answered, "Gloria, I told you I'd take care of it. I'm getting Logan now. You dragged me out of bed, and I said I'd do it, so give me some time and I'll have him there." She knew she sounded bitchy, but really. Gloria Brady, the mother of Lucy Brady, psycho-stalker from hell, every band's worst nightmare come true, was once again demanding to speak with her sax player, Logan Voight. He'd had a brief encounter with Gloria's daughter, making the mistake of seeing her more than once, and now Lucy and her demented ways would haunt him forever. Joley snapped the phone closed and shoved it into her pocket. She'd been pacing her hotel room when the first frantic call from Gloria came in. Joley had latched onto the excuse, dragging her driver out in the middle of the night, lying to herself that she was coming to the party to deliver the message to Logan and see to it personally that he took care of the problem. Now that she was here, she realized how utterly stupid she'd been. Others might look at the guards and think they were cool. She looked at them and wondered how many people they'd killed. A guard tapped her window, making her jump, motioning for her to let him see her. Her driver objected, but she rolled down the window and peered at the guard so he could visually identify her. She saw the instant flash of recognition. Joley Drake, legendary singer known simply as Joley. For one brief moment, she thought he might ask for her autograph, but he recovered and waved her through the gates. Sergei Nikitin had been inviting her to his parties for months, but she always made excuses not to go. Sergei was a wealthy man who ran in the